Hey, how's it going? Alright, well, welcome back to Dark Souls. We're starting on the part 2. So, like I said before, we're gonna head over this way, loot what we can, kill some of the enemies we find over here, and try and make it to the next boss, which I won't spoil for anyone. Well, I'm so good at this game. Another one. Bye. Okay. Boom. Boom. Easy. Did I get the item down here already? No, I did not. Okay, and then I just gotta... Okay. So, one of my friends was playing through this and kept dying when he was trying to jump like that. So I was worried about my ability to do it, but it seems like we didn't have a problem. What? Huh. I bet it won't let me see those because of spoilers. Yeah, there's a character later in the game who moves down there, so they're probably trying to fight him and dying. Let's grab this item. I'm trying to remember. Okay, that one's just another soul. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get... I think the next item we're gonna get is probably like a wooden shield or something. In terms of actual equipment. But it's been a while. Yeah, I feel like some of these sections are pretty tricky when you don't know their layout. There's a covenant in this game called the Gravelord Covenant, and when it first came out, there was a spot up here where basically they would like add a modifier effect to the worlds of everyone who is online and like buy them in the game, and you would invade them to try and kill them and then remove that modifier. But there was a spot up there in that one room I was looking at, where you just couldn't get at them because you saw the fog wall there. When you're in online, the fog walls are always solid and you can't pass through them. So people just end up in a spot where nobody could get at them. And like try and cheese farming souls that way. Which, like, you don't even have to cheese farming souls. It's not that hard. And I mean, if you're farming out your covenant, that's one thing, but it was also just really annoying because it gave you a debuff. Essentially. Okay, that's a pot. Okay, now I can... Okay, maybe not. Let's see. I got the heavy. Oop. Uh-oh. Cool. That worked out. Yeah, usually I use the Zweihander, but for whatever reason, I've made the decision to use dex weapons this playthrough. I guess because I started as the Wanderer. I can always change, too, if I'm not feeling it. but I think it'd be fun to use the Murakumo later on, which is this big dexterity greatsword, which is... It becomes a lot more common to find stuff like that in the later series, but in this one, there's only like 1 or 2 of those. I think that's the Murakumo and maybe like the server or something like that, which... No, I like both of those. And the server... If that's what it's called. What am I thinking of? Yeah, I think it's called the server. When you kill something with it, it restores you a little bit of health, which is a very interesting effect. Not always super useful, but it can save you some Estus in the long run, especially if you are like actually clearing out the areas and stuff. I don't normally clear out the areas, except for on the first time traversing. Oh my gosh. I know, it's hard not to be impressed by my skills. That one jump earlier, I made so easily, and then this one's just... Am I wrong? Oh yeah, you can't make that jump. That's not me just coping. I think that's just the truth. Look at that beauty. Ah! See you later. Yeah, we'll see some other similar dragons, but that's the biggest one we're gonna see up until... Well, I wanted to say the later acts of the game, but I guess technically it's a dragon. There's another dragon we see sooner. But it's a very different kind of dragon. And I guess even Seed, who you saw in the intro, is a different type of dragon. Yeah, wooden shield. Dude, I called that. Alright, let me get up here and take out this crossbow guy, because he's annoying. Boop, boop, pop, bam. It's just that easy. What I'm considerably more worried about is the shield boys. Because I don't have a great attack to, like... Uh-oh. Yep, see? There you go. I also was on low health. I should have healed there to begin with. Oh well. More souls for me, you know? I'm gonna try and do this playthrough. Well, the tricky thing is, I want to do it without grinding souls, but also I want to do it without, like, getting stuck on any individual boss for crazy long periods of time, which is gonna be easier said than done. We'll see how things go. Because I can always... I have a plan as far as how to get to Murakumo. And then that will make one of the pretty early boss fights easier. At the downside of being a pretty big soul investment to get it up front. Yeah, I just don't want to sit there and suffer against one of the bosses. But I might not need to. It depends. We'll see. That's not until the third boss of the game. By then, a lot of stuff will have changed. Jeez, any amount of upgrade would do this weapon some good. I guess I could increase my dex. I'll worry about that later. I do like in the later games, when you break their guard, you get a chance to get a critical hit on them. That is something that honestly feels really unnatural to not have in this game. Like, it just feels like such a natural part of the game. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I feel. So now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna deal with these guys. Ouch. You know what? I can do their same thing. Yeah, come on. come on, I should have gotten a backstab. What is this? Oh, man. Whoa. 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 He dropped his spear. Thanks, dude. What a nice young man. I love rolling through boxes. The physics in this game are really satisfying. Nothing suspicious over here, eh? Nothing suspicious at all. Oop. Boom. Oh, two-handing it with the heavies it looks like I can kill. This is the Undead Merchant. He's pretty cool.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm?
His voice is so annoying. He sounds like the glasses kid from Polar Express.
Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below. And up above, there's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
I'm not that worried about it. Honestly, I didn't realize, just talking to him sometimes, talking to characters in this game is something I always take for granted, but they actually give you like a lot of good information.
Here, I'm not here to chit-chat. We talk business or we talk nothing at all. Here, I'm not here. We talk...
Okay, sometimes people have different dialogue when you talk to them multiple times. The residence key is definitely worth picking up here. Ooh, the dagger. No, I don't know. Let's see. Let me see if there's anything that has like interesting lore. Standard thrusting sword, one-handed. Thrusting and piercing attacks are effective against foes with hard exteriors, but the wielder is often is left open to damage after a swing. Axe, club, reinforced club, spear I just got, bow, shield, small leather shield, buckler. I think well, this is definitely worth picking up. If I'm going dex anyways, maybe I should snag the dagger. So in this game, there's a critical stat, so different weapons deal different amount of damage when you get a critical strike. Wait, did I already buy one? Yes, okay, and then I'll also get the dagger.
Thank you, kind.
So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll rock like a rapier dagger kind of style. I'm gonna swap this out for the buckler. Just because the buckler has a different parry animation with more frames where its parry is active. Just makes it a little bit more forgiving, and it's also like a faster animation overall. So you're like left less open afterwards. Uh-oh. Whoa, hey. No harm feelings, man. Uh-oh. No, you're not gonna kill me. Very kind of him to not kill me, just like I asked him to. Oh, am I... Are you somehow heavier than the leather? Yeah, you are. Oh, that's annoying. I can take off the witch's ring. It genuinely does nothing. Oh, the Ring of Sacrifice! Mystical ring was created in a sacrificial rite of Velka, the goddess of sin. Its wearer will lose nothing upon death, but the ring itself breaks. Oh, here we go. Waistcloth worn by hollow warriors. It is so tattered that it barely serves its purpose anymore. I don't think I got any. Oh yeah, we can check this one. Helm worn by hollow warriors. Although it's made out of worn iron, it's old, battered, and worn out. It is wise to wear a sturdy form of head protection against arrows and other physical threats. Gloves. Oh, I can... As the name suggests, the Zweihander is held with two hands, but its wielder must be inhumanly strong. It is this great weight that sends foes flying when hit solidly. Yes, I am curious about with this, because it's a... Oh, the S-Stock doesn't have that. And its weight is a lot less, so let's swap to the rapier. The rapier is similar to the end goal in this game that I have. I'm looking to get a weapon called Ricard's rapier, which is one of the best weapons that you can get and still upgrade with just regular smithing stones. I'm pretty sure it upgrades with regular smithing stones. I'll get more into the crafting system. Ooh, that could be interesting. Maybe I'll try and do a max level weapon of each type, just to show it off. What? Oh, that guy down there didn't aggro to me before. Yeah, oh no! Did I pick up? No, I did pick up my souls. I just also bought a bunch of stuff at the Undead Merchant. Oh, and I still didn't hit that bonfire, because I didn't want to respawn the enemies. Oh well. It's either going to be a drastically shorter or a drastically... Well, not drastically shorter even. A slightly shorter run back or a drastically longer one. So we'll see. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I got there pretty easily. And, you know, the more souls, the merrier. Okay, can I one-shot? So if I'm two-handing it, I can... Let me see if I can parry this guy to show you the... Rusty at this. I'm actually like giving him... Yeah, there we go. Oh, what? Alright, well, that's fine. Did that guy not die? That could be an issue. He's coming back. Let's see. Yeah, so a lot of the times with the early game foes, parrying is not like a super important skill, because usually you can just kill him with a good hit. But there's some stronger foes you'll find pretty early on where parrying quickly becomes an important part of it. Uh-oh. Alright, I need to stop trying to get fancy with it. Yeah, sometimes parrying works really well, sometimes just stabbing them in the chest works really well. Kind of depends on how you're feeling, and how they're feeling, and how the game's feeling. What's interesting about the parries that I failed is they still haven't hit me for whatever reason. Maybe, like, my hitbox turns when I parry. I don't know. Okay, I was pretty certain that should have hit me. When I first learned to parry in this game, I was using Grass Crush Shield, which you'll see later. But maybe that's why I'm like having like a weird amount of trouble. Oh, I forgot about my souls. Okay, well, I'm gonna rest this time so I don't have to run as far. Here's the new bonfire. New bonfire, who dis? New bonfire, who dis? I thought that joke was so funny I had to say it twice, and nobody laughed. I am unappreciated in my time. There we go. Kill this guy. I think it's funny when you rest, it doesn't always reset the broken, like, world elements, you know? So you rest, and then there'll be a guy just standing there where he's normally hiding. And it's just like, oh. Funny seeing you here. Yeah, like if you can get the parry timing down against these spear guys, it makes them way easier to deal with. If you're not using like a great sword or like a mace or something, where you can just break their poise. Oh, this weapon has like a unique. Yeah, it's got a weird like little. That's so hard to do. I don't want to try it though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I'll have to practice that. Whoa! I can't believe how many times I whiffed that. Yeah, normally when you do that. What was that knee? I thought it was a kick. Yeah, there we go. I guess I'm not normally looking straight on at it. Yeah, you do just throw a knee. Hold on. I should be able to. Yeah, but if I no. Huh. Oh, yeah, and this one never mind. I was thinking Dark Souls 3. In Dark Souls 3, if you hold the two-hand button, it'll two-hand your offhand. But in this one, if you hold the two-hand button, nothing happens. So, good to know. What? Oh, I was really surprised. I was like, I could have sworn I killed this guy, and then I was like, oh yeah, I did. And then I rested at the bonfire. Oh my gosh, I have to walk all the way back over there. That's okay. I already killed the enemies. This is why killing the enemies on your first couple kills is usually good. On top of the souls you get, just being able to have that chance to loop around and explore the area with a bit of amnesty. I like all the details they put in some of the places. Like, if you look at them, a lot of them kind of just look like churches or whatever, but usually you can kind of pinpoint what they actually did. Or, like, what kind of building they were, I should say. And then, I already grabbed that. And let's, yeah. Oh, hey, hi there! I also think it's funny how short your character is. Like, that guy was taller than me. This guy's taller than me, but they're always, like, kind of hunched. But in Dark Souls 3 especially, a lot of the enemies will be, like, way bigger than you, and I think it's funny. Because even when you're wearing, like, boss armor, like, you can get Smo's armor in that game. And in this one. But in that game, no matter when you're fully kitted out, you still look pretty small. Let's up my dexterity and my vitality. Get some more damage and health. And then next up, so when I was at the Undead Merchant, oh hey, hey there buddy. All skill, no luck. Drop something. Oh. I think I have like 3 of those now. Let me check out the... should be under key items. What? Did I not buy it? Oh, dang it. Alright. Thought I bought it. Maybe not. Maybe I bought something else instead. Well, I definitely bought the rapier. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can I just... I want to see if I can circle around for a backstab or something. Yeah, this fight doesn't count. You saw the one earlier where I killed them both with one parry and it was really clean. That's the one you want to remember. This one's not real. If you just kind of walk, eventually you can just... Why does it not want to give me backstab? There we go. Yay. And then there's this totally inconspicuous gentleman here. There we go. Yep, you're here.
Oh, still, go ahead. Never hurts to splurge when
Never hurts to splurge when your days are numbered. The words to live by. This is what I wanted. The residence key. Other stuff we'll get later. There's another place I can get the smith box. But for now, I'm not too worried about it. Here it is. Key to a residence in the Undead Burg. Simple, sturdy design of the locks in the burg keep out unwanted visitors. But this is a standard key in these parts and will open several residences. Seems kind of antithetical to the point. Counterproductive? What's the word? It's like anti something or other. It seems like counterintuitive if you're trying to keep people out to have all the keys be the same. But I guess they're just a close community like that. Probably have like a cookout once a year. I don't know. Probably twice a year if they're that close. This is normally a pretty annoying room. So don't let the ease at which I'm handling it fool you into thinking it's not a solid ambush. I don't know if you caught it, but that guy kicks open the door and then charges at you while you're already dealing with two heavy axe guys, and those guys can actually deal a good chunk of damage if you're not paying attention. On their own, they're all very handleable, and even together like that, it's not impossible. But your first time going through the room, check this out. Oh, I missed. The first time going through the room, you know, you don't know what to expect. So you don't know to like, be vigilant for that type of thing. There we go. Cracked around. Oh, I never read the description of that wooden shield. Vertically elongated wooden shield decorated with a white dragon. Wood shields are lighter than metal shields, but with lower physical damage reduction and reduced shield stability. And then wood shields are lighter. Oh, cracked and nearly broken. Wooden round shield. That's the important part. Black fire bombs. They're like regular fire bombs, but black. No, they're actually more powerful. Just because it's like a late game version of the item, or a later game. They're a rarer version, even, you could just say. And then up here on this parapet, there is a guy with a crossbow. You're not special, buddy. I have one too. Okay, I thought he dropped something. And then when you're trying to cross the bridge, those guys over there are the ones chucking fire bombs at you. So we get to come up here and just bonk, bonk. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. There we go. Sometimes the physics and animations in this little environment are not quite as good as you'd want them to be. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is somebody's house. They've got a lot of plates and cups and stuff. Oh, fireplace. Toasty. Ooh, and a patio, I suppose, is what this is. Some gold pine resin. That'll come handy soon. Okay. So, yes. With this one, you usually have to be careful unless you're able to just, like, actually overwhelm them by virtue of being like a higher level and having a strength weapon. Just because there's 3 of these pretty... For the early game, they're pretty armored guys. Let's see, can I just aggro 1? Ooh. Good thrust. There we go. Mine's a little better, though. Got him. Nice. And then... Oh, man. Look at that imposing figure. What an absolute unit. And you just see the area around him surrounded by those bloodstains, and he's guarding an item. Like, if this is not... Like, the tunnel funnels you straight into him. If this is not... This is such good encounter design, because it gives you... Especially, I bet, like, when the game first launched, and there was tons of people dying here. There's probably so many bloodstains. It's kind of stupid, but I want to see if I can take him. I bet I can. I bet I can. Oh yeah, with the buckler, dude, that's so free. That's so free. Yeah, luckily the Black Knights with just the longsword are crazy easy to parry. They have like 3 moves, which are super telegraphed and have great parry windows. Oh, when he dropped his sword! Oh, that's... Oh, and a Titanite! That's 2 rare drops from him! That's crazy! That's amazing luck! Am I gonna... Oh, okay. Oh, I suppose I should... Here we go. Rare gem called Tearstone has an uncanny ability to sense imminent death. This blue Tearstone from Katarina boosts the defense of its wearer when in danger. We haven't met any of the Knights of Katarina yet, but we should see one of them soon, after this next boss. I think I said I would end it after I beat the boss, but I think I'll go talk to Solaire, and that'll be a good place to stop. Let's see, what was the other thing I got? Oh, the sword. Well, I got the Titanite chunk. With the discovery of chunks in Lordran, the race began to locate the legendary slabs has begun. But could they be mere myth? Yeah, not super helpful without context, but that's a upgrade material. Late game upgrade material too. Great sword of the Black Knights who wander Lordran, used to face chaos demons. The large motion that puts the weight of the body into an attack reflects the great size of their adversaries long ago. And this is just a regular sword for a Black Knight, but for a Hollow, it's a great sword. Which is funny, because there's a Black Knight Greatsword, which is an Ultra Greatsword, which is the same class as Zweihander, I believe. Yes. Funnily enough, there's a weapon called Greatsword that is also an Ultra Greatsword. That's not related to the Black Knights, though. That's just a funny happenstance. Well, Lots of practice parrying those. I don't think I have the key to open this yet. No. So I'll have to wait and go face the adversary down there later. Or I guess when I'm facing him, it'll be coming up. So, yeah. Where are you? Was it the next floor up? I thought it wasn't. I didn't already miss it, did I? Oh, there you go. Haha! Get over here, you little wizard. Boom, boom, boom. Another Titanite chunk? And 2 twinkling wow! The drop luck is crazy. So, Twinkling Titanite is used to upgrade special weapons, like the Black Knight Greatsword we got, or the Black Knight Sword we just got. Not to be confused with the Black Knight Greatsword, which is, of course, an Ultra Greatsword, whereas the Black Knight Sword is a Greatsword. Very simple and not confusing. I just realized I'm going into this boss fight with only 4 Estus. It's fine. It's actually probably better that I do it like that. Now you might be asking, why is it better that I do it like that? Cope. I'm just coping. It's a classic, you know, manifestation. If I say it, maybe it'll become true. It should be fine. I don't think he one-shots me from that range. Let's see. We will see. So this guy actually got mentioned by the Undead Merchant. Yeah, there's the bull demon he was talking about. He also mentioned a goat demon, and I think he called it that damn Drake. So he clearly has some feelings that are very similar to Kendrick Lamar. This is like literally one of 2 fights where you get to do those drop attacks. Oh, okay. Easy. Not even worried about that. I don't know if the S-Stock just had longer reach, or if I'm just imagining it, but I'm like, something about the reach on this weapon keeps being less than I expect it to be. One of these breakables in this area has some hidden goodies. And what's really weird is, like, hiding breakables in areas that... or hiding goodies behind breakables does not happen a lot. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, it happens more often than I was thinking. I guess it just doesn't happen a whole lot in the late game, but that might not even be true.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Soler of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son.
His very own
You
son.
find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Look at this absolute beauty of a man.
Aha! So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Yes, I
The way
do.
I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are
White
amidst
sign,
strange
soapstone.
beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Isn't he a charmer? Let's check out the description of that white sign in soapstone. The online play item. In Lordran, the flow of time is distorted, and white sign soapstones allow an undead to assist one another. That's the important part.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to
Hello
gaze
there.
at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
You are in my heart.
Oh, if
Alright. I'm gonna take a sippy. Okay. So next we have the fun task of getting to the center point of this bridge. Yippee! Yeah, if you remember the undead merchant mentioning the damn Drake, it's this one right here. We also got to see this guy earlier. He was the one who jumped on top of the like little walkway we were going through. But right here, the game loops back in on itself and gives you a place. So this is the bonfire before the tourist demon. As I was saying, this is the bonfire before the tourist demon. So we've actually like looped back around towards where we started. But the good thing about that is it makes the world very interconnected. And so, especially like later in the game when you're trying to get from place to place, it's nice because it means instead of having to take the long way every time, there's a bunch of little shortcuts from one place to another you get to take. And in my experience, the routing and getting to know the world and running through it faster each time because you know like where everything is and how to like what the fastest place to place is, as long as you unlock all the shortcuts, is really rewarding.
Still think I never had.
Let's see. Let's grab. Ooh, that's expensive. We don't need the bottomless box, but it also doesn't hurt to have it. It's probably good to have it. There's some more armor I could get too.
Thank you kindly.
I'm not too worried about it though. I think I can buy the bottomless box later. Plus, I'm kind of head on souls anyways, because I had to go through this area a couple times. Oh my god. I hate these things. There we go. Remember, the clean fight earlier where I parried both of them, that's the one we remember. This one doesn't count. Alright, well, with that, we've safely reached the bonfire. The only thing worth doing real quick is reversing hollowing. Which restores our humanity, and we can get to see our beautiful face and our eyelids don't look right. Why are we blinking so much? But anyways, I can kindle the flame, which if you look at the Estus flask counter, initially at Firelink Shrine, it was 10, but then when we came out here, it would only give us 5. So what happened is, because that one has a firekeeper, the girl who was underneath it you saw last episode, that place is like always kindled, or at least starts kindled, and then you can kindle the other bonfires you go to again in order to get more flasks when you're resting at them. But for now, I'm gonna have to. Oh my gosh! Look at that beautiful. What is it? There's something wrong with the eyes. It looks like they don't have pupils. Like. Ugh. Okay. Well. Oh no, he's gonna kill me. I gotta move. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Joy? I guess we could do that. For now, let's do... Where's the wave? There we go. Alright, see you next time!